This is Nichols Coury, the Rushmore Kid. I'm here on Mount Rushmore with my book hanging off Jefferson's nose, growing up on Mount Rushmore. The true story of Lincoln Borglum, the son who helped build Mount Rushmore. It's pretty remarkable today to see the mountain. I'm really happy to be here yet again. We're here on the nature trail, and this is as close as you can actually get to the sculpture of Mount Rushmore. You can't see it totally here, but you can look up and kind of get how they had to go up over 500 steps every single day, twice a day, to the top of that mountain. They'd come down at noon, they would have lunch, they would do a detonation to expose the rock, they would go back up again, drill, put the dynamite in, and come down at 4 and do it again. Not one person was seriously injured or died in the construction of the mountain. So we're continuing on the nature trail, and here's another view of the mountain. You can still see how high it is and how magnificent. So Trevor's going to turn it around, my buddies, and you can see. And all the rocks that are still there from the explosion of carving that mountain. Lincoln used to hide under the noses when the weather got bad, and in the winter when the hoses for the hydraulic hoses for the drills would freeze, he would take antifreeze from his car and put it in the hoses to keep them going, because it was really important to try and do as much work on the mountain as he possibly could during the period of time it was above 20 below. It's 20 below a lot here. This is South Dakota. It's hard to see in here, but this is the generator they used to bring power to the top of the mountain for the hydraulic drills. It required a lot of maintenance on the top. They had a whole city on top that had a blacksmith shop, that had a repair shop, it had a machine shop, because all this stuff was constantly breaking down, and because of the weather, because of the time, because of the machinery, but they still managed to do it. I'm here in the art studio where you can see the actual models of Mount Rushmore. As you can see, they were originally supposed to be carved from the waist up. What happened was that when Borglum passed away in March of 1941, Lincoln Borglum was made head sculptor of the operation. And Lincoln knew that he only had enough money to take down all the mechanism off the mountain, clean up the faces, and let it go at that. But this was the original idea. You can see that the models looked over the mountain. Jefferson was originally started on the other side of George Washington. And after 18 months of work and money, they found bad rock, and it had to be blown off the mountain and started on the other side of George Washington. I love this place on the nature walk around here. This is the sculpture done of Borglum by Lincoln, by his son. And I love it because the book, even though it's about Lincoln Borglum and Gutson, it has the spirit of both of them. A loving son's tribute to his dad, Lincoln Borglum's artistic ability, and here on the mountain. And maybe Trevor can pull over and see where we actually am on the mountain. This is quite a remarkable place. And every time I come here, I like to come here and give a little prayer of thanks to both these men. The son, who was so devoted to his dad to work on this mountain and finish this mountain, and to, of course, the great sculptor Borglum, who had this vision of an American memorial, the greatest American memorial we have. How lucky we are to be able to see this.
This is Nichols Coury, the Rushmore Kid, saying goodbye from Mount Rushmore.